Paul, you've had a great career really managing and seeing risk in different forms, from law
Hmm.
enforcement through law, through data into
Hmm.
cybersecurity.
Hmm.
What are some trends that you've seen, and where do you think risk is going?
Hmm. Wow. Why don't you ask me what the meaning of life is? That might be easier to answer.
There's a Monty
You
Python movie that told me that answer, so we're good.
yes, it is. Just tell your listeners to go there, your viewers. Um, I would have to say that uh, it's really risk is very much a detail-oriented endeavor. It's and the analysis of risk, determining the risk, is its own um, resource. Uh, resource is what I'm looking for. It's its own cost, you know. And so the idea is to first recognize that it's always detail oriented, which is to say that it is going to apply to specific verticals within that specific companies and within that specific people. Because people, it's always people, right? And so I think focusing, excuse me, on the details. I don't know if I told everybody, but my allergies have kicked in. I'm something a little bit less than 100%. But um, that's the first thing, is to recognize that it's detail oriented. It's very difficult, I think, to make assessments by painting a broad brush. Sometimes you have to, but that is a decision in itself. I think the other thing is there is some subjectivity to it, and sort of a consensus based approach is not a bad idea. So at risk, whether it was back in the day of the gumshoe flatfoot cop, or the security professional who's arresting shoplifters, all of which I've done, or you're getting into more threats where the person doesn't have a fist or a pen. Now they have a computer. The pen is, writing fraud, or the paper white collar type stuff. Now it's becoming, cyber warfare. And so the same principles apply, though. You have to have all the right people in, and it's detail oriented, and it has to be simple. You really want to try and stick with simple first, because then you know what you're doing. You know what the risks are. You know how to prevent them. You're not you're not falsely optimistic or confident, and everyone that has to play a role is able to understand. So each of their constituent uh, components can take into a holistic. That's the third thing I would leave you with, is a coherent and a holistic review of an enterprise risk is key, because you pull on one thing, it tugs in everything else. You want to have a sense of that.